What's good, everybody? It's UTXJG the Don with GR Radio episode 77. Lord, episode 77. That's crazy. Crazy just to hear that. But we here. We back. And yeah, it's a good day. It is a good day. So much love, so much support that y'all have been showing. We are getting up there in subs, man. Like, if we need 15 more sub points, we have to get some more emotes in this hole. So that's great. Yeah, all that stuff. So with that being said, man, let's get to the tracks. I just want to warn y'all right now that the quality of these tracks this week, yeah, just I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you, guys. It might be a chore. He said when it's ever been good, it's been better other weeks. But we're gonna get through this, and we'll see how y'all are feeling, because I know that some of y'all really want to slander and was getting upset because I was picking like decent tracks. So we'll see about this one. So let's get to the first track of the night. This one comes from Hyperbole, or that's the SoundCloud name. And then Ren, I was gonna say Ryan. No, actually I think it's Ryan, because people use X's for A's, so I'm gonna assume that he wanted to call himself Ryan. And this track is called In Belated News. So Ryan, In Belated News. This will be the first track of the night, people. First track of the night. Yeah. So that was the first track, man. That was the first track. Ryan, In Belated News. I will say the one positive that I actually like. I thought that the beat was cool. I thought the beat was actually cool. Like I was bowing my head at that. But we gotta talk about some of these lyrics, man. I will say as far as technical, like we could understand everything he was saying. His vocals weren't below the beat, so that's a plus. But what the line he said pussies want to be dicks and dicks want to be pussies. Like transparent was like transparent. I see what he's trying to say, transparent. But it's like that line, man. Did he say I'm in a cup like breast milk? I'm just like, some of these lines, yo, like I just had to like listen to. I'm like, did he really say that? And just laugh at, bro. Just like, so whoever made this track is having trouble sleeping at night. Yikes, man. Yikes. So it was just like he was trying to throw a lot of metaphors and symbols at us, but like they didn't really hit. You know what I mean? They didn't really hit, yo. Like I was laughing at them more than like taking them serious. So just like what, man? But I see that like he has a consistent flow. I'll say that's a positive, and you can at least understand whether the bars were good or not. So what are y'all thinking about this one? Ryan, does Ryan get a L or a W? Yeah, it was alright wordplay, but some of these was just like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. He say 19, you need to go outside for your like the drum boards over there. It wasn't bad, but I'm a lyrical, spiritual, individual miracle. This it was like this. A lowercase L, a may out of 10. Okay. That's what I figured. So let's go to the Discord. Yeah, it's the first track. Let's go to Discord and see what everybody else thinks.
I'll back up.
Because if I switch to center, I'm gonna be mad if the
no
leaves.
Because
I'm not trying to make multiple builds.
Yeah, I said I'm 2 is the most I'm
what's
doing.
Up? What's
and
up,
the only
Franny?
reason why I'm doing
Good.
2 is because of that.
Yeah,
I'm talking strategy in here.
absolutely.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah. All right. AB Smooth. What are we thinking about Ryan here?
It was cool. A lot to build on. Some of the metaphors, like you said, was cringy. Like I heard that breast and cup one, and I was just like, nigga, what? But I mean, the beat was smooth. He had a cool little flow. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best shit I heard. So solid. Lowercase dub.
Okay. All right, Anon's gold too. What we thinking?
I also give it a lowercase dub. The beat was all right. The flow was cool. He's definitely on beat. A little too rippity rapidy for me. I like a good mix of bars, but then also just like a good song with a hook and stuff like that. And
Yeah, 'cause that was just straight
got,
rapping.
Yeah, I got an early Joey Badass vibe from him. Or just a boom bap. Just I don't know. Just it sounded dated. I'd rather just go listen to the stuff that's already out than that, you know. But
Okay.
if you had that shit on, I wouldn't be like, yo, turn that shit off. It wasn't trash or nothing like that. I just was blown away. It was alright.
Okay. Understandable. Flock.
Yeah, it was cool. It wasn't great because a lot of the stuff. I like the beat. The beat was cool. Dude said some stuff. I knew it went over, a lot of people's heads. I got it, but some of that stuff was a little extra. It was like he was trying a little too hard to to reach for those words and metaphors and shit.
Sometimes
Sometimes
maybe like on some like shock value almost.
Yeah,
type of-
sometimes less is more. That's all I'll say. Sometimes less is more. Like you ain't gotta remind everybody that you smart or that you can put words together. Sometimes you can do it for like one verse, but you doing it the whole song, you can pretty much lose anybody.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
I thought he was good. You could tell he got a nice flow and stuff like that, but it's like you ain't gotta do all of that.
Yeah. So it was more positive. Definitely more positive in here at least than I was expecting. Cause I thought like y'all was gonna hit like some of the cringe bars and be like, nah, bro, like just get them all the way up out of here. But on the bright side, there were no like real sus bars. There were no rape bars. So I'll say that
Right.
as far as like he's
that-
okay.
Is that the goal? Like, is that where we're drawing the line?
For-
now? At least
for-
there were no rape bars.
For
Like,
GI Radio, for all of the rape and sus bars that we've heard,
It's like pervert rap that be here a lot.
because
So
you
it's like,
know how
I
it
don't
is.
hear it, I'm-
You know how it
yeah,
is, especially when you hear that, you like, nah, automatic L, like no ifs, ands, or buts
Mhm.
about it. You hear one and it's over.
I guess,
Yeah.
but like I never even got that type of vibe he was going there.
No, he
Yeah.
wasn't. I was just
you
saying,
can
like,
tell when
yeah,
some
no,
rape bars are coming,
yeah,
bro, because
yeah.
they just niggas is weird.
I mean, you could definitely tell he knows how to rhyme.
Yeah.
I seen some people in here like instantly dismissing it because it wasn't no it wasn't no romper room rap music. So
yeah.
I mean, to each his own. Like everybody, you can't. Everybody don't want to hear fucking Young Thug, but we don't want to hear Chino XL all the time either. So
Right. Okay.
you got to be a wordsmith all the time. Some of the shit can be cool.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on to track number 2. You said it was boring. That's okay. That is okay. I understand that not everybody likes it. Like Flock was trying to, allude to it there. So, anyways, get to track number 2. This one comes from Taz, and it's called Gemini featuring Wesson. So Taz, Gemini featuring Wesson. This will be the second track of the night for anybody just now coming up in here. All right.
Your choice, go punch a clock like, Your choice, go clutch a Glock like, Niggas floss for the moment, then jaws lock with Taz shit on the pot. Your ass usually drop like, I seen him slide in the Porsche, we seen him slide in the Porsche. Acting all high and mighty, we snatch you off of that horse. Since you think you a Skywalker, like I wanna intercourse, we'll make you one with the force. And it's strange in the A, you probably never engage with niggas on my side. They in sex and dog burgers, they flee when we ride by. Pulling up in the Prius and greet us with high fives. You see the difference, don't slip, fuck a field trip. We don't need your permission, make them duck for the night. Shit get deep like a box cutter slice. Claiming you a goonie, you are not one of mine. Your heart made a bitch see the punk in your eye. Pussy. Guarantee we don't jam none of your jamborees. Nah, I don't sell dope, half of his family carry G's. Cup holder, homo shake in the church tambourine. Tell them how it is, now they hurt. Oh my. Overtime with the rhyme, this God's work. Oh my. This bitch used to tell me I wasn't worth it. My fingers that wrote the rhymes would never apply to her. Years later, saw her leaving my mama's church and she stared like I'm the topic of what was said in the service. Gave me a hug, said forget what I said at first. And now them same worthless fingers just made her way up a skirt. We rattle bones if you take a step in his catacombs. Y'all niggas babies, don't ask me if you can tag along. Bitch, we the Goonies, don't give a fuck where your faction. They'll see you, we going shopping, ain't no reaching for the catalog.
Yeah, that was track number 2. That was Taz, Gemini featuring Wesson. I would say that again, the beat was decent. I liked the beat. Taz, I feel like on the second part, after we heard Wesson, it was a stronger verse. I don't know what this song was about though. I really don't know what this song was about. Wesson, I feel like Birdman did. Cause like I felt like he was doing too much there. Felt like he was doing too much. And then like his vocals also sounded lower than Taz's. So I just feel like that was an error on the engineering part. Of course the hook was very weak. But I feel like I know Taz sounds like he can rap. He sounds like he has a good delivery, but what is he really saying? Like, he's saying a lot. He would definitely saying a lot, but for me not to know what the song like is really about, that's it's kind of messed up. I'm going to assume this is called Gemini, where they trying to do like two sides of like your personality. Was Weston supposed to be one side and Taz was supposed to be the other side? I don't know, but it didn't sound like it, so I don't know. Like this one is very weird to me. This one is very weird. I really don't know how to call it. It was too much going on, man. Too much going on with the lyrics. So that's me, man. What y'all think? What do y'all think about this one? W's or L's for Taz? D Gary out of 10. I like the beat. When we get the song of 6. What you got from Taz just saying niggas is pussy and him is real soldiers in the streets? I'm like, it sounded like definitely sounded like some I'm gonna ride up on somebody type of stuff. Yeah, clean it up. All right, it looks like some overall mixed feelings about this one. So, okay. All right, let's head to Discord and see what everyone else thinks.
Somebody said gun bar out of 10. I'm weak.
I would say you started that one, or you made it more prominent after last week. That's an L right there, according to the legend. But Fly, what are we thinking about Taz?
This is one of them cases where someone tried to put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, because he just tried to jam every word that he could rhyme together and put in, like, it's like shit he could have used for 3 bars he put in 1, and it was just like, this shit was so unnecessary. I didn't get it, man. As like, the beat was cool, but it was just like, you were saying a whole lot of shit, but at the end of the day, I got really nothing from it, because you were just saying a lot of words. And that's what it came across like. It was like, when you saying too much, I always say sometimes less is more. Like, you don't have to do too much. I'm not saying take the lazy approach about it by no stretch, but like, you could tell, like, right at the very end, it was like he was trying to hurry up and say that shit before the beat stopped. You just hear him like, I'm done. I made it. Like, I did it. Like, hooray. You know what I'm saying?
Like, sitting there looking at the time like he on the clock.
Yeah. It was like you tried to hurry up and do this shit like before the time ran out, bro. Like, before the music stopped. So I wasn't a big fan. It was a lot of rhyming words that didn't come together for me and paint no type of picture for what the hell it was he was talking about. I still don't know what the fuck the song was. Yeah. And that's hard for me, because I always try to listen to shit and take something from, but I really didn't get much out of it.
Yeah. Okay. TBH?
Basically what Flock said. It was a lot of syllables on deck, to the point where it's just like, all right, bro, you know the rippity rapidy ass too. The beat was a little distorted, but it was okay. I think the thing that caught my attention is like the few bars that I did catch. First of all, I didn't really understand what the fuck the song was about, and then he said something about this is the mecca of the shit, and like the whole. I take that back. The song was about him being a goonie or some shit, and then he was talking about this is the mecca of the shit, and I'm just like, did you just like use a religious capital to like say that this is like the mecca of poverty? I don't know. The shit was just stupid to me. I didn't get it. It's a no for me. Okay. It's not an uppercase L, it's a lowercase L. I'll give it that.
Okay. AB?
Basically, this rap song is like when you in high school and you procrastinated your project and it's the due date and you got till 12 o'clock to turn it in. I feel like that's what he did. Even just on a technical standpoint, like the mixing and stuff wasn't that great. Like there was some parts of where the beat was louder than his voice, and then there was another part where dude's voice was just hella clear. So I was just like, what the hell is going on here?
And he was off beat. That one dude was off beat like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
At one point.
Again, trying to rap too fast and
put too much in there.
Yeah, like they I don't know, bro. It's at one point that sometimes it's cool to have all that, like the big metaphors, the big words and shit like that. Like that's cool too. But at the same time, sometimes you just got to keep it simple and just nigga rap. Like don't try to do too much. But yeah, that's an L for me. I'm not fucking with it.
All right, true. All right, let's move on to track number 3. All right, so this is the R&B track, people. R&B track. So know the real deal gonna like this one. He said gonna let me down. I don't know, my guy. I don't know about you, wife. Shout out to Evios. I'm sure that's. I hope that's how I say your name. Shout out to Evios Gaming for the Twitch Prime sub. I see you. But again, this is the R&B track, and this is by Blue. It's called Pull Up. So I see Maseo said this is your girl song. I figured this was you who donated this one. So again, this is Blue, and the song is called Pull Up. So third track tonight, people. Let's get to it.
I was supposed to go out tonight with my squad, good vibes, just getting high. Then my baby said, laying up is his kryptonite. And I said, I don't wanna pull up without you. No, it ain't the move. I be missing you. Pull up without you. Don't wanna pull up without you. Pull up without you. Pull up without you. I'd be missing you. Just let it be me and you. Don't wanna pull up where I stay. You know where I lay. You know all I say is come and see me for once. Come and love me for once. This party scene ain't for everyone. Not me, cause you are my only one. Not me, cause you are my only one. Only one. So tell me why.
All right, y'all. That was the third track of the night, Blue, Pull Up. I see what y'all was saying in the chat about the beats and the drums. I felt like this beat would have been better if the drums were like every 4 bars or 8 bars, or even not in there at all. But having it every 2 bars is kind of distracting. I see that, because after hearing it a whole bunch of time, you like, ugh, it's kind of whack. Her vocals, she can sing, but like the actual writing was very slow at the beginning, because she was just saying pull up like a lot. a lot. But then towards the middle, it kind of like got into something else. But then at the end, it was just more pull up. So I feel like if this song had a little bit more structure to it, a little bit more other words other than pull up, it probably would have been better. But I still like the beat for what it is. Maybe the drums could have not been in there, and she can sing. She has a voice to it, so I like that. I'll get a lowercase. I give a lowercase dub for her. It wasn't bad, but yeah, I see what you're saying about the drums and stuff. It's kind of mad. He said for not saying pull up too much. Well, that she tried to get a pull up sponsor. The writing was horrible throughout. Yeah, feel that. So all right, let's head to Discord. All right, start off with TBH this time.
I was waiting for you to pull up.
Oh, right. What'd you think about Pull Up?
I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling her vocals. I was not feeling the song or the lyrics. I wasn't feeling the instrumental. I wouldn't call none of it terrible, but I just wasn't feeling any of it. I don't know. I feel like she's got to work on them vocals.
Okay. AB?
Them lyrics we need more words than just pull up. Like, man, I heard that shit for like the 16,000th time, and then I was just zoned out after that. And then the beat, like, I don't know what it was, but it reminds me of one of them like 11 hip hop beats when, you know, everybody tries to become an artist somehow. So yeah, it's just like TBH said, I wasn't really feeling any of it. It's not bad, but I'm not feeling it for sure.
Okay, Flock.
No, I wasn't a fan. Not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan. It's like it felt like I heard that pull up. It's like I heard it non-stop, just like embedded in my brain by the time it was over with. And What else? The drums. I don't know. Something with them drums wasn't right. Drums didn't feel right, didn't sound right, and her voice sounded like really I'll say enhanced by some technical shit that you can do in the studio. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Accusation.
Right.
Processing.
Yeah,
I mean, it might have been
so-
though. It might have been.
Oh, it definitely was. I could hear it.
But say, yo, can you attest with that? You say you didn't help her write this song. She said, yo, booed up, but it's an old song. You saying she got something better? If she got something better, why ain't you link the better stuff then?
About to say.
Pull up with something better.
I don't know, man. You setting her up for failure, though, or you trying to just put it through the ringer, yo?
Yeah, I ain't dissing trying to be on no malicious shit. I'm just telling, I have to be, give an objective, unbiased opinion, regardless of who they close to or cool with. It's just what it is.
Okay. All right, let's move on to track number 4. All right, track number 4 comes from Nobody's Nothing. I don't know about that name. That Nobody's Nothing. this artwork, bro. This artwork is hilarious. It's called Click Clack. So you can only imagine a person whose name is Nobody's Nothing, and the song is called Click Clack. What is gonna be about? Hey, shout out to June Hub for something with that Twitch Prime. Y'all really coming through tonight. Good lord, man. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Track number 4.
Click clack, the balls come with a kickback. Wrong side of the mismatch, that could get your shit smacked. Click clack, the balls come with a kickback. Dispatching piss poor rappers in a ditch fast. Click clack, the balls come with a kickback. Counting cash before the clips hatch, get your wigs black. Click clack, the balls come with a kickback. Stargazing and spark cashing, just trying to get the rich back. Bitch ass nigga, where your bitch at? Get fingers on the trigger or get click clacked. Using all my wiggle for some figures, but it switched fast. Whiter than the pad, than my switchblade. You dying or some shit that the kids had. Misfit. Can't get high without a bus pass. Trying to be Ricky, think we run fast. Bombs, ought to be sticky. Ground shot, got you dancing like Shiggy, breaking and picky. Now I'm banking on 50. He's so grateful I'm pissing. I was made to be gritty. Yo, shade got me indifferent. Need to get made for my city. Was just thinking about my life. She said the pain made me pretty. Too busy ciphering for hits. With all these hits, I'm finna click clack. The balls come with a kickback. Wrong side of the mismatch. That could get your shit smacked. Click clack. The balls come with a kickback. Dispatching piss poor rappers in a ditch fast.
Okay. Clearly, I chose this song for the slander, cause oh boy. Okay. Yeah. So that was Nobody's Nothing. Like the song was nothing, and it was called Click Clack. My man's literally had a barbecue candle lighter in his in the album art. So I already knew then that like this song wasn't gonna be about shit. He said the bars come with a nah, bro. The bars ain't got no kickback, bro. It was so bad. I wonder have we gotten to a point where, I mean, he said the boys got a kickback. No, the boys ain't got no kickback. I wonder if we got to a point where like people make songs for GI radio, like just to slander. I feel like, because this was 4 days ago, I feel like this is a song just to get slandered, because man, he gotta go back, bro. He gotta go back. Like, actually, no, don't even go back. Just, if you're gonna come out with music like this, just stop, man. Like, this didn't do anything for me. Like, engineer was horrible, mix, it was horrible. It didn't even get engineered. What am I saying? It didn't even get engineered. The mixing just overall was horrible, bro. It was just bad, man. It was just bad. I was just like, nah, bro. Absolutely not, man. Click clack. No, just no, man. Just all right. Let me just go to Discord, cause I can't, man. I can't.
Right.
Oh my
Especially
god.
down there in Florida, so that pressure build up all that heat.
Yeah, true.
What niggas talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right, Flock. Do your worst, man. Maybe this person needs to really hear it.
first, I would say that whoever allowed you to walk out of there and submit this without, really like proofreading and hearing this shit, they don't have your best interest in mind, guy. I'll just say that. Friends don't let friends make whack music. If that shit just sounded muddy as hell, like everything about it. And I'm not gonna lie, I turned it all the way off.
Torned it, okay.
I turned it all the way off. I turned it all the way off. Like midway into it. Like midway into it, I couldn't even listen to it anymore. I'm like, this shit sounds crazy, bro. Like it was like hella muffled and muddy and shit. And then with the shit he was talking about, I was so turned off by the way it sounded. I didn't even care no more about what he was talking about. So for that, I gotta give it a L.
Yep.
I got family down south. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, torned it down. Okay.
Yeah, I torned it all the way off.
Gotcha. AB.
What's good? Okay. First of all, I'm gonna let you know my email, you feel me, absmoothbeats@gmail.com. If you need somebody to mix your shit properly and have it sound somewhat decent, my nigga, I got you, bro. You feel me? Holla at me on Twitter or something like that. Feel me? We can negotiate some prices. I can help you out. Let me scratch your back, man. Let me help you out. Cause that shit was just horrible, bro. Like Flock said, it was muddy. I couldn't really even hear what he was saying, let alone did I care, just because it was just like it was not appeasing to the ears at all, bro. So if I was you, I would definitely not kick it with anybody who was in the studio that day and told you this was a hit and it's ready to go. Fire your engineer. The beat was okay. That's the one thing I could say about it that was positive. But other than that, bro, just go back to the drawing board.
TBH.
I'm not gonna lie, I turned it off 10 seconds in, and once I heard that mix, it mixed like water, bro. It's a no for me.
Next.
It was just mad muddy. It sounded like the Louisiana Bayou. I know that don't make sense, but the shit was just mad muddy.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you are not in the chat because I'm pretty sure half the people who even submit this stuff don't even come through for their own slander or criticism. But if you so happen to be in the chat, you got a lot of work to do, like a lot of work to do with this one, because that ain't it. That ain't it at all. Let's move on to the next one. So, fit track of the night comes from Baby Maxi, and this one is called Foreign. So, yeah, generally when you hear foreign in the song, they generally say the same thing. So, let me know if y'all can guess what he's gonna say that rhymes with foreign. I just want to know. Let me know what rhymes with foreign. There you go, man. So it's a baby. You said bitches. No. So it's a Baby Maxi foreign. This man said porn. I'm done. Yeah, y'all didn't even figure it out. Anyways, we're gonna play this track, and he said snoring. There we go. Boring. It's a fit track of the night, man. Baby Maxi foreign. Yeah, I didn't want to hear all of that either. Yeah, That was Baby Maxi, Foreign. As you can see, this week's submissions were pretty bad. As far as slandering purposes, they're great. Slandering purposes, they're amazing. My ears purposes and what I like to listen to, that's going to be a big no. It's going to be a big no. Please, I know that y'all want to hear tracks that we can slander. I know that y'all want to hear tracks that we can slander, but I swear, if you are doing this on purpose, if you it's like this is not your song and you're doing it on purpose because it's your homeboy and you want me to listen to this, stop it, man. Can you believe that like this was one of the better tracks this week? Because it was one of the better tracks this week, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna choose these slander tracks just so I can get some laughs out of it. But I don't think I'm laughing. I don't think I'm laughing that much, man. I was just like, no, man. No, just no. As soon as he said if it ain't foreign, it's boring, I was automatically like, why? Just why? I don't know if this is worse than last time. I don't know. I don't even know if this is worse than the last song, man. But I'm like, I'm like losing brain cells. I'm losing brain cells with this. But here you go, man. Like I said, this is the stuff that gets submitted to me. So, like I said, it's torture. It's torture listening to it sometimes. But yeah, this is it. This was it. This is a big no for me. A big no for me. I don't even think that was the beat. I could have sworn I heard it before, which makes it even worse. I could have sworn I heard it before. So, anyways, man, I ain't got that much to say about it. Go ahead in the Discord and see if they have any other words. So.
If it was up to me, I couldn't do that shit. It'd be straight instrumentals, nonstop.
I feel that. AB, what are we thinking?
Bruh, no. That's it. Just no. That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Not mad at you. TBH.
Not only is it a no, I said this earlier behind the scenes, but nobody heard it, of course. I just want to know, I'm personally tired of all these rappers talking about if it ain't foreign, it's boring. I'm just confused. Where are all these foreigns that y'all are fucking? Because the foreigns don't come to the hood. Like, no, I don't know. I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. That's all I'm saying.
They consider the Puerto Rican chicks around the block with the New York accent foreigns. They ain't talking about like overseas. They talking about something that they can get right here. I'm thinking that's Puerto the closest because
that's not very foreign.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the point.
That's part of America.
That's the point. That's the point. They don't even understand. They just like if you Latina, if you Hispanic, then you foreign.
I guess
that's the foreign that they messing with. It's not overseas. That's for sure. Flock.
Next.
Gotcha. Not mad at it at all. All right. Let's see how many. Okay, this is actually the last vocal track, so good. Thank you. All right, let's move on to it. All right, last vocal track of the night. See, I thought foreign was a car. They actually use those interchangeably. Foreign also refers to chicks. Foreigns also refer to chicks, but I think one of the first times that I heard that like used in that context was cars. So I see what you're saying, but I think in this case, since he was talking about women on here, he's talking about women. It's referring to foreign. So there you go. Last track comes from EML, and this is called Nagatoro. Actually, let me make sure that this wasn't, because actually that might have been the last vocal track. Let me make sure. Hold up. Okay, actually, I'll take that back. That was the last vocal track. So thank you. Almost got misplaced there. So yeah, we're in the instrumental section. So thank you. All right, so this instrumental is from EML, and it's called Nagatoro. So it's on some weeb stuff, but we'll see how you all take it. So anyways, EML, Nagatoro, and this is the 6th track of the night. Let's get to it. We are back. That was the first instrumental of the night, 6-track overall, and that was ML Nagatoro. So it sounds like the beat is off beat. I can see what you're saying there, but I'm pretty sure that was on purpose. At least I would hope that was on purpose. I like the beginning of the beat, but once it slowed down and like it sounded like I'm assuming those are piano keys that I was hearing. Started slowing down and started now those were certainly off key. I know that was also done on purpose, but it just sounded bad before the beat slowed down and it just got super dark. I wasn't really feeling the second part of the beat. The first part was okay. Second part of the beat was meh for me. So it's I want to still kind of give it a dub, but I think because of the second part, not really feeling. I'm gonna give it a lowercase L. It's a lowercase L. It wasn't one of my favorite beats that I've heard on GI Radio, so it's okay. It's okay. Well, definitely could have been better. The second part just kind of disappointed me. So, anyway, so let's head to Discord.
Dang, but it's nothing funny about being a 400-pound fat man shaped like a Christmas cake.
Oh Lord.
What up, Jay?
Oh Lord. AB, what are we thinking about ML?
All right. Let's start with the positive. So, it was a good beat. It was nice. The mix was cool. But that's about all I got. I feel like we've heard this beat a million times before, especially on GR Radio. There's nothing really that made it stand out from anything we've heard in prior shows. So that's one thing. Learn how to, use some different sounds instead of the same drum kit that everybody else that makes this type of beat does. So you'll stand out a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay. Flock?
I'm good, bro.
TBH.
I wasn't a fan. I wasn't.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there's literally nothing that stood out about this this instrumental. And like I've said in the past, that's the worst kind. When it evokes no type of emotion. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just there.
Gotcha. All right. I'll see you better. It's funny. Yeah, you're right. You might be right on that one. All right. Let's get on to the next instrumental. All right. So 7-track of the night comes from Ibizu. Shout out to Ibizu. We have another instrumental. This one is called Bliss. So Ibizu with Bliss. Let's go ahead and play this track. And there we go. That was Ibizu with Bliss. Ibizu with Bliss. I will say this, from the beats that I've heard from you so far, it's definitely unique coming from you. Definitely unique. The last part definitely sounded more house vibe-ish. It was a house type of beat towards the end. I really like the middle. That would be what I would say is my favorite part. The build up was kind of we didn't really know where it was going, but I think once it hit the middle was where I started kind of bobbing my head. I was like, all right. I could see where people were saying it was kind of hard to see where it was going, so people kind of got lost. But again, coming from you, it's definitely unique. So I think that's why I liked it, because it was something new from you, from what I've heard in the past. So I liked it. I could vibe with it, especially at the end. I know typically I'm definitely not a fan of the true EDM, more the techno stuff. I'm not a fan of that stuff at all, but I do like house beats. House beats are cool. So that's the vibe that I was getting on this one, and it's not bad at all. It's not bad, especially coming from you. So shout out to you, man, for trying something new at least. That's funny, because that's what AB was just talking about, not making the same beats as everybody else. So I like it. So I'll give it a dub. I'll give it a dub. Not an uppercase dub, because it's not one of my favorites coming from you, but I give it a lowercase. Lowercase. It was cool. It was cool. So let's head to Discord, see what everybody else thinks.
So then the doctor said, "Oh, what up, JG?"
Then the doctor said, "What type of disease you got this time? You want to tell everybody? No? Okay. All right. What you think about this beat then?" Flock.
You talking to me, little big head boy? Is the person that made the beat in the chat?
Yeah, Bizu Beats is in the chat.
Okay. All right. I didn't have a problem with it at first, beginning, but it just seemed like it went from lo-fi to, you know what I'm saying, just chill shit to like EDM, like out of nowhere. It was just like, I wasn't a fan of the end of it though, but of the instrumentals we listened to, this was the most, you know, tolerable. I mean, I was like middle of the road with it.
Okay.
It had some good parts of it that I really did like though.
Fair.
I know some people said the voice that was in there was annoying, stuff like that. It was just like it was cool to me. It just sounded like some shit that, like, if you put 3 different people on the song, each part of it you could tell was meant for somebody else to be on it. I'm not a big fan of that shit, but it was whatever though.
That's a mixture of almost every genre. Yeah, I can tell. Okay. TBH.
I liked it. The only critique that I had is I just didn't like the Japanese samples at the top and then like towards the middle or whatever. It should. I mean, I'm an anime fan, and I love Japanese people, but it just felt out of place. It was just weird. Like, take that out, and that shit was fire.
Yeah, like it just got thrown in there just to say, oh, I like anime.
Because I agree with you. It sounded like house music. I like house music. So
Facts. All right, AB.
I'm from Chicago and I don't even fuck with house music.
Really?
I liked it. It was different. It was definitely different than most of the stuff that we usually hear. So that's one plus. Again, yeah, with the vocal sample, I probably would have did without it. It didn't really do much for me to move the song or stand out. It was just kind of there. So, yeah.
I would say this, Flock. I can kind of understand why you don't like your house music. Your house music is different from DC house music, which is different from New Jersey house music. Your house music in Chicago is more like beat your feet type of music. Like, that's the shit that they footwork to. That's y'all type of house music.
You have house music out here?
Y'all do.
Baltimore.
No, but that's kind of
it's called Baltimore club music.
That's Baltimore, bro.
But that's also different though. That's
they got like that go-go shit out there.
Yeah, that's
a Chicago thing, bro.
That is
like Chicago and
that is go-go, but again, it's interchangeable. It's like go-go was more like go-go was more like pots and pans, but that is a derivative of like house music, bro.
Are you really about to compare go-go music to house music? Because I can send you some links right now. That shit don't sound nothing like go-go music.
It's a different type of style. I know it doesn't sound the same. That's why I just compare it.
That's
Flocks.
Like that's why the St. Lunatics. Like, what are you talking about?
But we don't. But that's a whole different story. But like I said, that's a whole different story. But like I was saying, my original point, I said it sounds different from your type of music. Your type of music up there. It's not called house in DC. It's called go-go, but it's still a derivative.
Go-go music sounds nothing like house, so I don't understand what the comparison is.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You just gonna have to take the L on this one, bro.
All right. Whatever. All right. June, I think you said you were in the chat as well. So
Baltimore club music doesn't sound like house music either, by the way.
It's actually more similar to Chicago music.
Yeah.
It's more similar to that. He said she made bump go-go music confirmed. Is that a joke or something? I guess.
I don't bump it, but I definitely know it. I've been to go-go parties, and that shit ain't nothing like no damn house music.
All right. So let's move on to the 8th track, and this comes from June. Then you say you in the chat as well, and this beat is untitled. It's untitled 51. So how many untitled beats do you have, or do you just not title anything? Because this is the 51st untitled beat. But anyways, let's go ahead and play this. So June, untitled 51. So this is the, again, 8th track of the night. 8th track of the night. So you got like 200. Wow. Okay. So let's move on. All right, 8-track of the night. That was June. Untitled 51. Untitled 51. I would say for this one, especially from the beats that I've heard before, I would say that it was decent for somebody to rap on and for like a background beat. I just feel like it was a little bit too simple. I was expecting like at least like one type of flip on this one. It kind of got boring like toward the end, but it was all right. Again, not one of my favorites, but it was okay. It was okay. I was just like expecting a little bit more, maybe some more intricate sounds, cause like it was like the same like piano little wave there. He said MG called him a simp. What? What are you talking about? Huh? I was so confused at that. But yeah, I was just like kind of expecting like a little bit more from this one, especially like toward the end. But it was cool. It was cool. Wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. So let's Ace is actually in here now, but let's head to the Discord. Hello, Ace of all trades.
What's up? Didn't listen. I'm sorry. I just joined.
And your mic is
Sound like
doing
you're
that thing
underwater, bro.
again, buddy. I told
like
you
twisting
not to
the
get that
knobs.
interface. I told you. You did not
You
listen.
want to twist some knobs on that interface, boy?
I told you. You have an exact same problem that they was criticizing me about. It's that damn interface. AB, what are we thinking about this beat?
You feel me? I can hear some local niggas on that. You feel me? It's cool. It's not a bad beat.
Townies.
Townies?
Yeah, you ever seen Boy Meets World?
Yeah, Townies.
Yeah, shout out to the Townies.
Feel me? I can hear, your local garage band user / I'm a rap in the booth, but the booth is really my partner closet. You feel me? Yeah, I could hear all that. The beat ain't that bad. It's just, it was very basic. Like, very basic. And that cover art definitely didn't fit like at all.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be some bullshit when I seen that
That
cover.
lean.
Yeah.
That lean in the cup. True.
I mean, I was expecting some trippy shit or something, something to make me feel like I done hit some lean, but nah, not at all. Sounded like some tribute to my homies type shit, which was not what I was expecting. But I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
You good over there?
You fall out the chair, dog?
Hey, chill out.
I was just like in the middle of talking. I'm like, damn. All right.
See, what had happened was.
All right, TBH.
I liked it. I don't really see nobody rapping on it. It sounded more like a commentary instrument, like I hear like on YouTube or something. But it was cool.
Okay. Flock.
Nah, it was cool, man. Really inspiration. Shit made me want to enroll in a Everest College or some shit.
Wow. Wow. All right. All right. So let's move on to the last beat of the night.
Woo-hoo.
Last one. All right. So last one comes from Cam, and this is called Muse Tune. Oh, honey. I don't know why that was in parentheses. So again, this is Cam, and the beat is called Muse Tune. So let's get to this one. This will be the last track of the night. All right, I went ahead and cut that one off because that was pretty much the rest of the beat there. Besides like the little like down part before the kick started coming back in. So, anyways, that was Cam Muse Tune, and now I understand why they have Old Honey there because that was a sample which y'all just told me about. So, I feel like this beat was cool. I like the sample. That kick sounded weird though. That kick sounded really, really weird. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. I don't know. That kick, that sound like it was. I feel like it could have been toned down a little bit. And then like the rest of the beat, like especially the sample in the beginning before the kick even came in, everything was low. It could have been turned up as well. I feel like he just used all the sound for the kick and like turned everything else down. So he could have turned the beat up before he uploaded it, but it was cool. Yeah, again, I like the sample flip, so it was alright. It's just that kick and the overall sound, it was just a little bit too low, just a little bit too low. So let's head to Discord and see what everybody else thinks.
Because
You might want to wait because they're about to announce a new one.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, I've been seeing news. They're supposed to be announcing a new one. It's supposed to be even faster or some shit like that. I've seen it for like the past week.
Oh.
All right. TBH, what do you think about this beat?
I wasn't really feeling it. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't for me.
Gotcha. AB.
Ditto.
Flock.
Ongoing elevator music to me at this point. It was the same. It was just do 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 do. Couple of vocals in there.
Yeah. So kind of simple. I like the sample, but it just wasn't anything else to it for me. So it is what it is with that one. So we are done with GI Radio episode 77. And we got some donated tracks here before we're fully done, but yeah,
about that.
Ooh, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's a wrap, dog.
Hey, I don't expect none of y'all to be in here.
That's your thing, fella.
Yeah, I don't expect none of y'all to be in here.
I have fulfilled my gaming Illuminaughty obligation.
I've done my terrorist radio for the week.
Where did old boy go? He tried to fix his shit.
Yeah, he sounded like Sonic on the water stage.
Say, man, like I said, man, we supposed to be doing
With
triple
the
threat,
bubbles
man,
so
and
breathe.
he wanted to run out and get that.
He's trying to fix it now.
Yeah, like I said, I tried to fix it too, and it was the interface that was the problem. I kept trying to tell him. But he went and got it. Well, I asked me what interface that I got, and then still go get the one that I had that I just got another one for.
I'm not going to be a part of this.
Nigga don't listen, bro. I swear. And he's
gonna. He should be a pure L taker this year.
He's gonna fuck up some audio because people were saying that it's like
I'm not fucking with y'all. Hey, where's Steve? I'm about to go out here and fuck with you.
They was like T-Base told me, he said, why you buy the expensive ass mic just to sound like I'm some trash on the podcast? And that was why. It wasn't my mic, it was an interface.
Your boy might stream something after we do this triple threat shit. So I'll holler back.
That's if you do it, because he got to get his mic together.
Yeah, because I don't know if I want to participate if that's how I was sounding to y'all.
Then the stream gonna be quicker than normal. Then
yeah,
how about that?
So
yeah, I'm about to eat though, bro.
Yeah, true. All right.
Peace out.
All right, y'all. So with that being said, let's get to the donated track.